Good morning, afternoon, or evening, dear beings. My name is Echo here at Our Echo Yoga. And first of all, just very grateful for the sun that you can see shining into the space. I am tuning in from the UK where it can be quite cold, quite dreary at times. And so I'm grateful for the reflections today in the sun. And you know, what I really love about offering this space in this channel is that I can just say whatever I want and I can offer whatever feels authentic to my heart. And in creating and giving myself the space to offer space, I can share from a true place, from an authentic place, without needing to meet any expectations, as long as I so desire. And today's practice is going to be inspired by the chaos, the wildness, the spontaneity, the uncertainty of the human life. I wonder how many of you watching this are also just like, what are we all doing here? What are we doing here? You know, we have our questions on the sunny days, on the rainy days. We can blame our moods on many things, you know. It can be triggered by a wound that we have that day. It can be triggered by something that somebody says, by a smell, by a texture, by a color, by a certain journey, you know, by silence, by noise. But truly what I feel inspired by today is just the absolute surrender and submission to the uncertainty of life, and giving myself the space, and hopefully you allowing yourself the space in today's practice to just like breathe out and to breathe in, and to know that we don't have it all figured out, and that whether we're 10 years old or 19 or 40 or 50 or 90, that there is a level of uncertainty to this wild ride that we don't get to surpass, no matter how wise we are, or how much we don't care, or how productive we are, or creative, or, you know, quote unquote successful. And sometimes we just have to submit and surrender and say, okay, this is a wild ride. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I breathe in, I breathe out, and I do my best to participate in the lunacy that is the human experience. And for me, my invitation for myself is that in my uncertainty being here, in my unknowing, I choose to, in my best and in the highest of what I feel, to do good as I can, what I deem good. To do good, to create spaciousness in my own body for more love, more acceptance, more forgiveness, and to, what's the word I'm looking here, extend that externally. And so you get to choose. And one of the questions that came up for me today was, you know, who is my thou? You know, when we think of spiritual scriptures or philosophical scriptures, and we're saying like, where art thou, you know? What is your thou? What do you believe in? What is belief to you? Maybe you believe in no specific thing, no specific God or deity or Mother Nature or whatever it may be, but find something that you believe in, even if it's non-belief, and figure out how you want to spend your time in this wild ride. So that being said, let's start in child's pose. Stretch the arms forward, let the forehead relax. Close the eyes down, surrender and submit to the earth beneath you, so we can agree, I believe, in this force, this hardness, this tangibility beneath us that is Mother Earth. Allow her to hold you. Any intention that you have for the practice today or outside this practice, Breathe it in and out of the nostrils. Relax the body. Let's peel the chest up. Come into tabletop position. Let's take an inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly drops, look forward. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's come back to neutral. Tuck the toes. Come to standing on the knees. And we get into some back bends today to open the heart space. So whether we like it or not, we're here. This is where we exist. So how can we be free in our bodies and open in our bodies to embrace what is? Back bends are a nice physical metaphor for that. So let's peel the chest back, shoulder blades down the back. Bring the hands to wrap around the hips. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, begin to look up towards the ceiling. You can stay here lifting the chest up towards the ceiling as if there was a string on your heart. Or maybe bringing the right hand down to the right heel, left hand down to the left heel, pushing the chest up towards the ceiling, and then maybe letting the head drop back. Big open hearts to begin our practice. Inhale, come back up. And exhale. Sit back onto the heels, toes still tucked, big toes together, hands on the knees. And we are waking up the lower part of the body. So my belief is that in order to really get the full benefit of this wild experience, it's best to have the full body online and awake. So this can bring up some discomfort, some heat in the ankles. Let it wash across the shins. Deep breaths in and out of the nostrils. Calm the muscles of the body, the musculature, just as much as the mind. Soften the face, soften the shoulders. Be here now. And we participate. Just go ahead and bring the hands down to the earth. Pat the feet out. And press into the hands. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes. Lift the knees just a few inches. Stay here. Pull the belly in. Slight rounding of the upper back. Engage through the core. Find that focal point down and forward. Let the body tremble a bit. Take an inhale. And exhale, press up, downward facing dog. So find that V shape in the body. You can stretch it out, pedal, bend the knees, move the hips from side to side. Throughout the practice, let's continue to breathe in and out of the nostrils. But if you need a moment of release, please sigh out. Make some sounds, even little growls or purrs on the exhale. And sit back into that V shape, nice and still. Press through the palms, press down through the heels, let the head drop. Nice back line stretch, strengthening through the upper body, lengthening through the lower body. take an inhale. And exhale, slowly walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Take your time, slight bend in the knees, take little steps. And let's take opposite elbows, let the head hang here, slight bend in the knees. And again, relax the musculature, relax the mind. A yoga practice, the physical postures, is like a meditation in the sense when we go to a meditation retreat, we meditate for an hour and we get this idea that we're supposed to be perfectly meditative and empty and silent and present for that whole hour. But truly, we're given that space so that we can have tiny moments of 3 or 4 seconds, maybe 1 second of instantaneous peace, samadhi, complete presence. So the same in our yoga practice. We lose our presence at times in the physical postures, and we practice for longer so that we can give our body time to really relax, to trust us, our mind time to stop, to receive. Just let go of the arms. Take an inhale, press to the feet, and slowly begin to round up. Let the arms hang. As you come up, shrug the shoulders back a few times. And then shrug the shoulders forward a few times. Beautiful. Come to standing. Hands alongside the body, slight bend in the knees. Find a focal point forward, out, looking out. So staying in the external world as well. And just let your weight shift forward and back from the toes to the heels, very softly. Find your breath in and out of the nostrils. Deep focus, deep presence. Maybe you move to the left a little, circle back to the right. And begin to find tiny little circles. Shifting the weight. And it's going to be helpful if the feet are about hip width distance. So if you're too close or too wide, shorten. Just move in the opposite direction. And we're learning to become very aware. Beautiful. Come back through center. Let's take an inhale. Stretch the arms up, reach up. And exhale to the heart. Hands alongside the body. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to the heart. Hands alongside the body. Inhale up. And exhale, bow down. Hands travel to the lower back. Make a fist, clasp the fingers, let the head drop in. Let go of the hands. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a plank position. Pause here, top of a push-up. Press down through the palms, slight rounding of the upper back. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, knees down, chest down through center. Come forward onto the belly and bring the forearms forward, elbows underneath the shoulders, sphinx pose. Press through the pubic bone, strengthen through the lower back muscles, straighten the legs, really open the chest again, another back bend here. So many of us, our musculature, our skeleton we begin to pronate the shoulders. We fold in on ourselves in either fear or in working and just being at a computer or driving constantly. So we have this pronation of the shoulders. So we want to open the chest up, bring the shoulders back. So we're not folding in on ourselves. We are facing life, looking forward, bravely, courageously. And sometimes courage is doing it in fear. You know, sometimes the fear doesn't pass and we have to do it afraid. Let's bring the chest down, hands beside the shoulders. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Bend the right knee, stack the right hip open over the left. And pause here, nice and open in the right hip. Take an inhale. And exhale, step the right foot through between the hands. Spin the left heel down. Warrior two. So right into a warrior. Keep the chest open, sink in. Go deep as you can. And really ground through the feet and lift through the midline. So there is two polar actions here. Lifting up through the midline and pressing down into the earth through the feet. Continue to breathe. Nice and strong. And again, facing life head first. Open heart. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth around the right foot. Step back to plank. Lower halfway, elbows in by the ribs. Inhale forward. Open the chest. Thighs are lifted. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Let's take an inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the left knee, open the left hip, nice and wide. Take an inhale, exhale, step the left foot through, right heel spins down, warrior two. Wide open hips, sink into the left knee, open the chest, look out of the left middle finger. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands are on the left foot. Step back to plank. Lower halfway. Inhale forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Press back through the heels, down through the palms. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the right knee, stack the right hip open. Stay here or set the right foot down behind you. Flipping the dog here. Right arm reaches forward, press the hips up. Again, nice big back bend. Open the heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to bring the right hand back and step the right foot forward between the hands. Set the left heel down. Warrior two. Sink in. Take an inhale, flip the right palm. And exhale, reverse the warrior. Right arm stretches up overhead, left hand down the back leg. Take an inhale, warrior two. Straighten the right leg, reach the right hand forward, maybe bring the left foot up a bit. Right hand down to the right shin, left arm stretching up. Keep the chest open. Left shoulder moving down the back. Engage through the core. Got to build some strength in our physical body to face this wild world. Let's take an inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back to plank, lower halfway. Inhale, slide over the tops of the feet, open the chest, lift the thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let out a sigh. Let's take an inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee, stack the left hip open over the right. Take an inhale. Exhale, stay here or drop that left foot down behind you, flipping the dog. Left arm reaching back. Nice big open chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, turning back forward, send the left foot forward, right foot down. Open up nice and wide, warrior two. Deep bend in that left knee. Make it a strong one. Only you know if you're pushing to your edge. Challenge yourself. Continue to breathe. Take an inhale, flip the left palm. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten the left leg, bring the right foot up just a bit. Stretch forward with the left hand down to the left shin, right arm up. Engage through the core, open the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, warrior two. And hands to the earth. Step back to plank, lower halfway. Inhale forward, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come down to the knees, sit back into child's pose, ending where we began. Forehead to the earth, let the hips sit back. And bring the palms together behind the head. Like this prayer position. You can let the elbows press into the earth, opening a bit into the chest here as well. And again, this question is, what is your thou? Where art thou? So what is it that you believe in, if anything? And how do you want to spend your time here in this uncertainty, creating more good? You want to create mischief? What is it that you desire? And can you connect to the highest good? What is the highest good for you? Let's peel the chest up, sitting back onto the heels. Taking a moment. Nice long spine. Shut the eyes down. So each day we have a choice to tune in to what we believe in, constantly changing. And we allow, submit, release our control. The more and more life shows us that we are not in control, and the more we try to control, the more suffering that comes. So how can we let go, let in? Hands together at heart center, bowing in. I wish and pray for each of you deep grace and clearer insight on your belief systems and your connection to goodness and rightness for yourself and for those around you. May you be kind to yourselves and breathe deeply and stay present to what is. Namaste.